Hi, welcome to this unboxing of the Assassin 180 from Eachine. So this is their third edition of FPV Racer in more compact size, 180mm quadcopter. It came with this very beautiful packaging, as you can see, a transportation bag. But I will immediately say something very important. Don't buy these products, and I will, after the unboxing, explain why you don't have to buy this product. In my opinion, they have to, redesign everything, at least some very important elements. So let's open this transportation bag, okay, and discover what you will find inside. So, as I said, the transportation bag is very beautiful and everything is very well packaged inside. So you have two instruction manual, one for the FPV goggles, okay. So this model comes with the full ready to fly with some FPV goggles that's pretty nice, supporting 40 channel, okay. And the instruction manual for the FPV Racer, when you will find the all the different elements, design, how to arm, and the lightning, the full diagram, and etc., and the list of the frequencies supported by the video transmitter. So let's open it. Here is the radio. Okay, it's a FlySky model, and as you can see, mine came with the bracket switch C, and unfortunately this one is very important because out of the box this switch is controlling the flight mode. So actually I cannot switch between, for example, horizon to acro or different mode. Inside I am able to find this small metallic bar missing, so I will have to repair it. And I know there are a lot of users where their radio is broken like mine. So anyway, it's a basic i6 FlySky transmitter, and so it means that the Assassin 180 is welcome also in FlySky two-way BD receiver. It's a good combo transmitter receiver, and if you are doing some good antenna optimization, you can have a control range more than 1 kilometer. That's pretty good. You have a large LCD display. Okay, so you will find with some NEMH batteries. Each of them are 2,400 milliamp hours, so it's pretty good to offer. It's a good idea in the bundle, the NEMH for the transmitter. Okay, here, this is the power unit for the battery charger. You can find here. Okay, sorry, here. So this one is use a proprietary battery system. So according to all the feedbacks, this one is pretty annoying because you don't really know when your battery is charging and when your battery is charged. So that's pretty annoying. And unfortunately, there are some modes to bypass all this system, okay, to charge with the normal charger this actual 3S battery. Okay, so the power unit is outputting 12 volt and maximum 1 ampere. Okay, so here is the battery, a proprietary model, as you can see with the connector, so a lot of pad there. It's a 1000 milliamps per hour LiPo batteries, okay, branded by Eachine, and you have on the front an indication status, but this one are not used to really to know if you are actually charging and the level. That's pretty annoying. Okay, so there are already some lot of modes to bypass and to install a more normal way. So the first error of Eachine, I guess in order to solve more their own batteries, is to use a proprietary one. Okay, the charger provided is not very good, so it's a bad idea. First one. Okay, with this packaging you will have these two 2S LiPo battery, and with the using the shape of classic 9-volt batteries, and if you click on it you can measure the actual remaining power. That's pretty good, and they are used to power the FPV goggle, and they have to be charged thanks to a micro USB power port on the rear part. So that's pretty good, and it's a good idea. That's a positive point, at least. Okay, so after you will find some 4-inch props. Okay, they need to. I got an hub adapter. Okay, for the shaft adapter. They are a little bit fragile in my point of view, but you have at least 4 red and 4 blacks, and well, you will use some. And I strongly also advise to install some more robust model. What also you will find here, it's over. Here is the FPV goggle. So. Pretty nice in the first glance. I like the matte plastic. You have the ACME antenna connector here to welcome your favorite 5.8 GHz antenna. You have 3 lateral buttons. The central one is to select, enter into menu and the different navigation between the different options, brightness, color, and so on. Okay. And well, about the FPV monitor, you have a strap to attach to your head. That's pretty good. The lateral side is welcoming. Also on the rear right side, you can insert the 2S LiPo. Okay, like this. So everything is attached with this. Attach strap like this, and you have, I hope you can see, you have a Fresnel lens to increase, to apply magnification, okay, to increase the size, but the actual LCD display installed inside is only offering 480 by 272, so basically it's much lower compared to the FPV capacity of the camera. It means that from this point of view, you will have some degradations about the rendition of the FPV display, because the associated and installed LCD monitor in this side, this Google, is not offering really an HD resolution, because with this reference of this Google is the VR007, and is also you have the HD term with this 007 design, and in fact it's absolutely not HD. So and another bad points, if you have a big nose, you will meet some difficulties to really carry this FPV goggle. And also I say that you will your eyes will be fast tight, because you have to focus on the very close proximity. Okay, and it will. In my point of view, your eyes will be very fast tied by carrying and using this FPV goggle. Okay, so but except that, the design is pretty cool and it's pretty light. Okay. So it comes with the a piece of tissue to clean your goggles, and this is the micro USB cable. Okay. To recharge your 2S LiPo, okay, this model. You will have a bag with some strap, okay, your quadcopter 5.8 GHz video transmitter antenna, okay, some tube to install the antennas inside, okay, a strap, okay, and the different Allen keys to repair your 180. Okay, so I can open it and to show the different elements. So everything you see is a different Allen keys to open it, as well as you can see, very important. This is the a kind of bind plug, but it's used to set your receiver in a clean flight configurations. Okay, so as I said, Oh, here you can find also the video receiver 5.8 GHz linear antenna. So everything is in a linear. I strongly advise to install more some cloverleaf one. And as I said, in the sign of the transportation, I find the broken switch C here. So maybe it will be possible to repair, but I don't think so. I think I will have to change the switch C. So here is the quadcopter itself. Oh. First of all, when I received the GPS module was floating around, it was absolutely not attached, and more the tape was installed on this upper surface like this. So it means that they consider that you will need to tape the GPS module in the reverse sense, and this side is the GPS antenna. So with the original design, it would be almost impossible to receive any GPS signal. So the right way to install it is to tape, okay, in the opponent side where you have this metal part, okay. This is the GPS antenna, this part, okay. So be aware, and you have to install more on the rear side, because if you install the GPS antenna here, it will be partially blocked by the clean plate to install your Mobius cam, okay. And you have to know that the Mobius, if you install a Mobius, is also emitting a lot of radio frequency interferences, so it's better to install on more on the rear side, okay. So in the first glance, I found that the bottom part, first of all, okay, seems pretty fragile. Okay, the battery doors seems at the first crash will break for sure. Okay, and you can find the battery connector from the quadcopter side. So the landing gears and the battery down cover is pretty fragile, and for sure will crash immediately, will be damaged very strongly. I say the main error in this design are ESC. They are here, okay. Well, they are protected by the upper plate, so it's okay for this, okay, the ESC. But the main problem, they are only 6 ampere, okay. For a 3S LiPo is not enough. It means, and there are already a lot of feedback showing that after even the first fly, you will smoke your ESC, okay? Their durability are very short, and after a few punch, okay, you will your ESC will die, and your quadcopter will be ground, and you have to disassemble everything and to desolder your actual ESC and to resolder more some stronger one. I strongly advise to install more some 20 ampere, okay. You can find some with the same size, okay. So basically they wanted to save some money by installing some very cheap ESC, and this is a fatal error for this model. Okay, so the main reason why I don't advise this model is by the presence of very underpowered ESC, and they will really die very fast. Another point I found, well, the upper plate, I will make another test. I will give the dimension as well to check if it's a real 3K carbon, but I found the lower plate a little bit fragile in my point of view. Another drawback I found, this is the FPV, okay, and camera. You can tune a little bit the orientation with the positive, not so much, maximum of I will say 15 degrees, okay, until 0 degrees. And unfortunately, with the actual design, this part is the place where the most of the vibration are concentrated, okay, not here, okay. Here most of the vibration are absorbed thanks to this clean plate with a dampening ball, but here a lot of vibration are present when the quadcopter will be in the air. It means that your FPV will be completely blurred by the presence of jellos. Even if you balance your props, there will be still here in the FPV signal. That's pretty annoying. Okay, so a lot of design errors. The bad quality of plastic at the bottom side will break easily. The choice of proprietary batteries. Okay, there are some tricks, some mode to install a real connector, for example an XT60 or TD, whatever. Okay, and the bad location out of the box of the GPS module. Okay, the presence of a lot of jellos in the FPV camera, and the ESC completely underpowered. Okay, well, there are at least some good news with this quadcopter, so not everything is lost. You can guess behind beneath the clean plate the presence of the flying controlling board. It's NAIS 32 based, okay, so compatible with Clean Flight or Beta Flight, and below you have the FlySky receiver, okay, with the diversity antenna. That's pretty good. And as I said, the counter range with the associated transmitter is can be very, very good. Okay, out of the box you have 400, 500 meters, but you can extend it by basic antenna optimization. On the rear side, okay, you can find the video transmitter also with a semi connector, and you can set the default frequency thanks to the two buttons, one of them, I guess, here, some click button. If you long press on it, you will be able to set the frequency band, and by briefly press on it, you can select the video frequency. It's 32 channel or 42, 40, I can't remember. Well, anyway, so you have a lot of different frequencies, okay, so it's pretty good. And so the FPV camera is 600 TBL, if I'm not wrong. The light sensitivity is in average. So you have also the presence of a small OSD module. Okay, it's good, displaying in the same time some basic battery voltage of your flying machine. That's good. Also, some if the GPS is well installed, you will be able to read also some velocity, some speed. Okay, that's also pretty good. The main question is the GPS module very important for an FPV racer? Because actually this GPS module is just providing some information for the information, such the ground velocity, but out of the box you don't have any special flight mode like return to home or like this, so you have just the altitude hold positioning, which is not bad, but since it's just an FPV racer, it's not really a video platform, it's not really important to have a GPS module in my point of view. So anyway, the GPS module is pretty light, so it's just a question of few grams more. So if you don't really need it, you can disconnect it to save some grams. Okay, so now I will give some measurements, the weight to measure the if it's a real 3-key carbon, and the different distance. Okay, so here are the exact measurements. So the distance between the motors is effectively 180 millimeters. Yes, it's true. I can give you the thickness of each arms. You have a 1 millimeters 50. Okay, for the upper plate. The lower seems even thick. 130 something, so it's not very strong in my point of view to the type of crash. So it's yes, maybe they could install maybe a little bit more. Okay, here I got 1 millimeters 80, less than 2 millimeters for sure for the upper plate. Welcoming the motors. I didn't mention about the motors, no indication, but there are some 18 type, I guess. Okay, I can give the shaft dimension. Okay, you have a pure circular shaft. Okay, it's 5 meters, so pretty classic. Okay, the props locker are standard plastic. Okay, so in terms of weight, I will use this box as star. Okay, you will see that without the batteries, the Assassin is 231 grams, and you have to add the batteries. Sorry, we'll add. Okay, it will be more easier like this. So close to 327 grams, and with the props, okay, for props like this, you will be close to 334 grams for everything. So it's not so light, okay. Probably you can save some weight by different optimizations, especially if you remove the bottom part. If you don't want to use this proprietary lipo, you probably be able to save some grams. Okay, and well, so I will now measure, thanks to digital multimeters, if it's a real 3K carbon. Let's go. Okay, let's measure the conductivity of arms. Yes, so it's conducting electricity. It's a real carbon. That's a good point, at least. I will now also measure the output power of the video transmitter, thanks to my power meters. Okay, and to see if it's real, announced to be a 200 milliwatts video transmitter. Let's see that. Okay, so the FPV connector is in RPA SMA and not in SMA, like I said previously. So I will attach my immersion ASC power meters, okay, and control what is the maximum output power of the provided. Okay, you have to tighten everything well. Okay, and I will have to power the system. Okay, so basically you don't have any power. Okay, I hope you can see you have something like 215 milliwatts, so it's okay, it's good. Okay, now it's converging to 230 milliwatts, so it's good. You have enough power, that's pretty good. Okay, so I will disconnect. So at least no problem with the output power for such a video transmitter. Okay, so I will a little bit resume the situation. Well, out of the box, it seems to be a very good bundle, RTF bundle, but unfortunately with this first edition of the Assassin 180, there are some killing points, such the presence of too weak ESC, smoking, dying pretty fast, okay, and the presence of a lot of jellos in the FPV videos, okay, and well, the FPV goggles are not also great. The built-in LCD monitor, in my point of view, is not very precise, not enough precise for the PAL or NTSC resolutions. Okay, so they could at least include more an HD, better FP monitor. Okay, inside. I think it will come in another revision. So as soon as they will fix the AC, the well, FPV camera installation, okay, they maybe probably include a better, a more IRS resolution FPV monitors inside these goggles, and also to make more solid the bottom plate, because the legs are very fragile. All these parts are very fragile in my point of view. The Assassin will be much more interesting. Okay, so our resume done by these products. Okay, there are some big design error. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed these small videos, and please check my other incoming videos. See you soon. Bye bye.